Hi guys. Okay, if you heard clapping, that's my dad. I think he's watching football. You know it's Sunday. So today's video is going to be about. I'm sorry, I had to check my hair. Today's video is going to be about candles and candle magic. And for this video, we shall be looking through my book of candle works. This is my big book. I use this book for everything. It has my prayers, mojos that weren't really passed down to me or given to me by any specific person. Um, it carries a lot of my Latin works in it, and it does have whole sections in here about like books paying homage. Whole sections in here about like books of Psalms, books of the Bible, paying homage to certain spirits of the Bible, like Esther, Daniel. Um, I even think I have a couple of pages. I have a couple of pages in here on the Orisha, Esther, a whole bunch of stuff, guys. Just a whole bunch of stuff. And so today's video is going to be about candles, and we're going to be reading from my book of candle magic. We're going to be reading from my pages on candle magic. So the first color is the color white. White is an all-purpose candle, and you can use it for anything. It can also be used to symbolize blessings. You could use it to break curses and cross conditions, represent faith, symbolizing blessings, purity, truth, sincerity, and to add spiritual strength to every working. There was somebody, I have a friend, I'm trying to remember which friend it was. It might have been Robert Lucas, and Robert Lucas does a show he does a blog talk radio show on the LMC network with Candelo Cambiso, and I think it was either him that I heard this from, or it might have been Candelo himself. But white candles with workings are very powerful. Always have a white candle with any working, whether it's just reading the Psalms, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a huge white candle, but it just should be a white candle. White candles, like I said, they add spiritual strength. Pink is a love color. Pink is the next color. Pink is the love color, and it's also a color that you can use for friendship and creating a pleasant atmosphere. So, sort of relieving tension in the room. Pink is a favorite color at weddings, and it is very much a favorite color at weddings because a wedding is more of a romantic thing and less about sexuality. And pink is a color that I do very much associate with romance. Pink is very good for entertaining guests. It's a color of compassion and friendship. So uses for pink: to overcome evil, to represent honor, love, morality, friendship, general success and harmony. So, just any type of success and harmony. Joy and female chastity. Like I said, pink is a friendship color, and it's also a color that I associate with female chastity because a lot of times when you think of pink, you think of little girls. I remember when my little sister was born, she came home in powder pink everything. So pink is just a color that I associate with, female chastity with girls and sort of that purity of having a little girl. Red, because red is the color of blood, it symbolizes vitality and, vitality and strength, good health, and so much more. Power. Red is also a color that I do very much associate with the goddess Sekhmet, who is someone that I honor in my own personal Kemetic practices. And Sekhmet is the goddess of health, too. So you can use a red. Red is a power color. You can use a red candle for protection, representing fire, the element of fire. And something I like to do in my own personal fiery wall of protection workings is that I like to use I like to use 4 candles in a square, and then I like to use a red candle in the center to represent the person that needs protection. Protection, representing the element of fire, working with or invoking sexuality, attraction, fidelity, fertility, drawing in people, and physical Virgo. Back to the fidelity thing. If you take a person's length and you make a knot rope. If you make a witch's knot out of that, or a 9 knot, whatever you want to call it, and you tie it around a red candle, that is a very good fidelity spell. It sort of binds that person to you sexually. An orange candle attracts positive energy and desires. Positive attracts positive energy and desired outcomes. So sometimes when you're working for somebody else and you're a little bit uncertain about what the working is supposed to do specifically, an orange candle is always a good thing to have to help attract that extra. What's the word I'm looking for? To help make sure that there's no miscommunication between you and the other person, just so that there's an desired effect. Um, so a orange candle can be used in spells of encouragement, strengthening one's abilities, helping concentrate the mind, attraction work, adaptability, stimulation, and positive changes in one's life. So you could also use, if there's a person that you're trying to get out of someone's life, you might burn an orange candle with that person's name written in reverse on it, just to help push out, just to help make a positive change in that person. So if you're trying to get, a negative person out of someone's life, you're going to write their name in reverse on the orange candle in the hopes that there will be a positive change in how another person views them. That was sort of confusing. I'd have to read the specific spell to you, but specific. Okay, green represents the power of Mother Earth, and so it comes with all of that. Green can be used for luck, financial success, fertility, good crop harvest, cooperation, and healing. Nothing really, spectacular. Oh, I don't know if I talked about prosperity beans, but you can take prosperity beans and place a green figure candle on top of it and burn the green figure candle with the hopes of attracting the right amount of money. Blue with purple can strengthen one's ability to heal and to do healing rituals, and it can strengthen spiritual rituals altogether. Blue also symbolizes tranquility, peace, increases visionary capacity, so it helps you with your clairvoyance, helps you with your ability to see into the future, and it is sorry, that's all it says about blue. So uses is for, you can be used for understanding, health, tranquility, peace, happiness, patience, spiritual awareness, and compassion. Heighten one's physical abilities, and it can be used to heighten one's physical abilities. Blue can also be used for treating and causing depression, if I'm right. Lack of emotions, depression, fragility, so to making someone a little bit colder to someone else. It might be good for a breakup spell in that way. Empathy, sorrow, gloom, fears and weeping. So it could also, make somebody very scared and very anxious. Melancholy, which just means, foolishness, and loss of love. So it can be used to break somebody else. It can also be used to cause mood swings, to make a person more impulsive and rash, to cause unfortunate things to happen in someone's life, and to subdue an enemy. Purple. Purple is a high vibrational color used in spiritual work, powerful healings, and meditation. Okay, so use purple for ambition, to promote business progress. Purple to promote power, to cause tension, spiritual strength and willpower. So it expands. And it also can be used to help expand on what you already have. So that sort of goes back to the business progress. If you sort of have a business that you started, lighting a purple candle with the hopes of expanding that business will help even more. Brown candles are used to represent nature and our connection with nature, not necessarily in the sense of plants, but more in the sense of animals. Brown is actually a color that I use for a lot of workings. One particular spell is that you take a brown candle and you light it on a person, and if the working is done correctly, you actually cipher energy from another person's magical working. So brown candles can be used for healing work, works that involve animals, and spirit guides that are animals. Um, it can be used to resolve hesitation in all matters, to remove uncertainties and doubts. Uh, it can be be used to neutralize energy, and it may also be and it can also be an all-purpose color. I don't really see it as an all-purpose color. I see it as having a specific fixed use. Yellow. So yellow-colored candles can be used for unhexing, uncrossing, binding, and clarity. Um, They also can be used to bring confidence and promote clairvoyance. So yellow and purple are sort of good in that aspect. And, putting them together, you might get a very powerful spiritual protection or a very powerful spiritual uncrossing ritual. They also can help with movement and traveling. So if you want to travel or if you want to move, it might be good to use a yellow candle in a particular working. They encourage intelligence, studying, learning, and elegance in words. Um, use use a yellow candle for attraction, persuasion, confidence, charm, joy, and uplifting thoughts. Green. Yellow can also cause illness, disease, decay, sickly appearances, adultery, and cowardice, and a lack of ambitions. So you kind of see that yellow has a double-sided thing. But all things have a double-sided. All things have two sides. Gray candles are used to neutralize energies. Black is another all-purpose candle. It's used to absorb as well as put out energy. And white again. And that is all the colors. But there is something like baking candles that I do want to talk about. Baking or dressing a candle is very specific, and I usually bake or dress a candle and then I let it sit for a certain amount of days. So we're going to talk about that. So if you are doing a spiritual work and you're dressing a candle, you're going to let that candle sit for one day. If you're doing relationship work, you're gonna let that candle sit for 2 days. If you're doing something that involves the energy of the sun or the planet of the sun, so anything to do with success and peace and harmony or anything of that nature, you're gonna do it for 3 days. 4 days is for any work that creates balance and involves any of the 4 elements. 5 days if you're doing the candle for grace, beauty, love, compassion, sexuality, any of that. Anything for work, in terms of monetary work being done, and to make yourself a better worker. That's going to sit for 6 days. Anything that involves you bringing ideas to fruition or creating anything magically. Anything that has to do with luck or prosperity is going to sit for 7 days. Any candle that involves gambling and maybe even winning the lottery, that's going to sit for 8 days. Anything that involves protection and personal power is going to sit for 9 days. And anything that is of a spiritual offering to a deity or to ancestors or anything is going to sit for 10 days. Candle magic is one of my favorite things to do. I think that's because I'm a fire sign. I love candles. I love the way they burn, and so candle magic is an amazing thing. So, that was it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't stumble over my words too much for you guys. If you have any comments, please comment below. Like the video. If you have anything that you want to ask me, please send me a message. I will answer it as soon as possible. I check my messages every feeding day, and my feeding days are even days of the month, even days of the week. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I mean Tuesday, Thursday, yeah. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And then I just check them every those days. I haven't had a lot of sleep today, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.